여기 전설을 써내려가는 한 남성이 있습니다.
The Warriors, the Knicks, from Madison Square Garden in New York. Brian Anderson along with the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller on this night when Stephen Curry is on the doorstep of history and an honor to be next to you on this night. 커리는 NBA 역대 최다 3점슛 기록을 눈앞에 두고 있습니다. 하지만 그는
far below NBA standard in regard to explosiveness and athleticism. At 6'2", he's extremely small for the NBA shooting guard position.
이런 최고 기록을 갈아치울 만큼
Needs to add some muscle to his upper body, but appears as though he'll always be skinny.
대단한 재능을 가지고 있지 않았죠. 하지만 자신의 약점과 불리함에 무릎 꿇지 않았고
Look at the fans as they rise up as Curry is bringing the basketball up here. Everyone here standing to witness history.
이렇게 역사를 써내려가는
For the record.
전설적인 선수로 성장합니다.
Silver Fox. I had the green light tonight. License to shoot, the license.
맥킬롭 코치, 그는 커리의 인생에 막대한 영향을 준 대학 시절 지도자입니다. 별 볼 일 없던 어린 시절 유일하게 커리의 재능을 알아본 사람이죠.
I could not have ever imagined like this would be a reality, and to know like everybody in this room has had a part in my life, my journey in some way, shape, or form. Like y'all know what this means to me. This number right here.
이때부터 카메라는 커리가 살고 있는 22년 시즌을 따라가며 지금의 커리를 만들어준 과거의 사건들을
My mind goes back to those places, and I think about everything.
하나씩 짚어줍니다.
When I was 9 years old, I played on the 10 and under AAU team of the Charlotte Stars.
커리의 아버지도 농구 선수 출신입니다. NBA에서 올해의 식스맨상을 받을 정도로 상당히 훌륭한 실력을 갖춘 선수였지만 커리의 재능은 그렇게 좋지 않았죠.
My freshman year in high school, it was the first time I started to think about what if I don't grow, but also like I know I can play.
농구는 다른 스포츠보다 타고난 신체 능력이 매우 중요합니다. 특히 괴물들이 모이기 시작하는 대학 리그와 그들 중 1%가 모인 NBA에선 커리처럼 마르고 작은 선수는 경쟁력이 없죠. 그래서 아버지는 커리의 약점을 보완할 방법을 생각해냅니다.
You gotta change your shot from your waist. You gotta get up here.
커리는 슛을 시작하는 타점이 낮았고 이것은 키 큰 선수들에게 아주 좋은 먹잇감이었죠. 그래서 커리는 아버지의 조언을 받아들이고 자신의 폼을 바꿔나가기 시작합니다.
It was a tough summer. Me and Sonia, we both worked with him. For probably the first week, he's just shooting right under the basket. Shot after shot for hours every day.
하지만 처음으로 겪어보는 한계에 커리는 조금씩 지쳐갔죠.
He was like, I don't want to do this. Why do I have to do this? I can't keep going.
이때 커리의 어머니는 무작정 자식을 설득하기보다 이것을 해야 하는 이유를 생각하고
If this is too frustrating for you and you don't feel that it's valuable, stop now. Go back to how you've been shooting and let's move on with this thing. But if you really are buying into what your dad has prescribed for you, keep going.
스스로 필요성을 깨달을 수 있는 시간을 줍니다. 그리고 이 교육법은 커리의 멘탈 관리에 지대한 영향을 끼치게 되죠.
Here we go. Add a tennis ball to that. That's it.
커리가 속한 골든 스테이트 워리어스는 커리가 팀에 들어온 후 돌풍을 일으켰죠. 하지만 최근 커리와 팀은 극심한 한계에 부딪힙니다.
I just keep thinking back to the young version of the Warriors from a few years ago. because they're not built the same way. It's just not the same team.
그러나 커리는 이런 위기를 수없이 넘어왔습니다. 커리는 폼을 바꾸자 슛 성공률이 말도 안 되게 올라갑니다.
Man, that was nuts. And that is crazy. That really is.
He wasn't doing that last year. There's some improvement here. Look at his shot. Look at his pace. Look at how he creates.
그리고 자연스럽게 대학 진학을 꿈꾸죠. 하지만 농구 선수로 대학에 진학하기엔 그는 매력적인 선수가 아니었습니다.
Steph was mentioned as a player, but it wasn't like we have got to go down to Charlotte Christian and see Steph Curry play. You can't believe it when you see him play. It was just a mention.
데이비슨 대학 관계자들에게 커리가 눈에 들어옵니다.
But we watched, we saw, we liked. And it was interesting because he missed shots, he made turnovers, he made bad plays, but he never stopped playing. The next opportunity he had, he would make a spectacular play.
신체 능력은 떨어지지만 멘탈이 강한 게 마음에 들었죠.
So we decided that we were going to recruit him.
커리를 만나는 맥킬로.
But Coach McKillop painting the vision of what Davidson could mean for me, what him coaching me could mean for me reaching my full potential.
그리고 이것은
We were 2 or 3 minutes into the conversation, and Steph said, "Stop, Coach, just stop a second." And he says, "I've made my decision. I want to be a Wildcat." And we were like, "Oh my gosh, that's fantastic!" We were dancing in the living room.
그의 인생을 완전히 바꿉니다.
That gave me so much confidence in terms of his appreciation for what I bring to the table. Like, I'm different, but I have something to offer. I felt great.
당시 데이비슨 대학 농구팀은 손에 꼽을 만한 강팀은 아니었습니다. 농구를 잘 모르는 저는 우리나라 이현중 선수가 이 대학에 진학한다는 기사를 보고 전통적인 강호팀으로 알고 있었는데 이 다큐에선 그렇게 나오지 않죠. 당시 데이비슨 대학엔 4학년 선수가 없었습니다.
Our team is young. They want to be great. And our team needs you. They want to be great. Thank you.
그래서 신입생인 커리에게 쉽게 기회가 왔죠.
We had no idea how good we were going to be or how bad we were going to be. We just didn't have a feel for it. So it meant that Stephen Curry would have to be a home run for us in order for us to be successful. A home run.
선수들은 당시 커리를 이렇게 회상합니다.
My first impression was that this guy is so skinny. How is he going to hold up? I didn't think that he could, hang with us. And I thought I would probably crush him, but...
그리고 기다리던 첫 경기가 열립니다.
Our first game of the season, we had to travel to Ann Arbor, Michigan. It was a preseason tournament hosted by the University of Michigan. We played Eastern Michigan, and it was Steph's first ever game at Davidson.
Turned the ball over 13 times in the game. And I was pep talking myself, like, figure this out, man. Like, what the hell are you doing out there? But I was just overwhelmed by everything.
하지만 커리는 엄청난 실수를 하며 완전히 게임을 터뜨렸고.
The thought was, we just can't keep playing him. So as a coaching staff, we had to decide What are we going to do?
이렇게 기죽어 있는 모습은
Step back three on the way, and he can't find the three ball yet. Curry's 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. 1 of 9 on threes. 1 of 12. He's just not there for Steph tonight.
22년의 골든 스테이트와 매우 닮았습니다.
Look, Steph Curry was struggling tonight. 5 of 20 from the floor. He only finished with 13 points, and he was 1 of 13 from the three-point line. The month of January continues to be a rough one for Stephen Curry, Karen. What are you seeing from opposing defenses, which is stifling Steph Curry and forcing him into this poor shooting level?
하지만 커리는 패배에 굴복하지 않고 자신의 루틴대로 내일을 준비합니다.
Are you ready now your workout?
Yes, I am.
How do you spell Hakuna?
Hakuna.
맥킬로 코치는 커리를 다음 경기에도 출전시킵니다.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong in my first game against Eastern Michigan. So it was just a shock when Coach McKillop said, "You're going to start the next game." I got a second chance.
하지만 그의 플레이는 여전히 좋아질 기미가 없었죠. 완전히 살아난 커리.
I had 32, I think, in the second game of my career. We lost to Michigan, but it was a moment of energy for me. Had he benched me and kind of dimmed the light a little bit, who knows how it would have played out. But it's one of the more memorable nights just because reminding myself or convincing myself that, you know, I was who I thought I was at that level.
그리고 데이비슨 대학은 연승을 거듭합니다.
I remember sitting there thinking, that's unusual that this tiny freshman has the level of green light to take a three so quickly, miss a three, and then take another one and make it in like the first handful of seconds of the game. It was undeniably compelling. Felt like this was the start of a story I needed to watch. And it also felt like at Davidson, Stephen Curry was sort of our secret.
On the court, our team was playing well. It surprised people that we were winning games. And slowly the hype started to build at Davidson.
Everything was really exciting.
커리의 인기가 점점 많아지고
Great to see you. Can you get a picture? Absolutely, absolutely.
데이비슨 대학은 고대하던 토너먼트에 참가합니다.
We made it to the NCAA tournament, and we had a chance to grab the golden ring.
하지만 언론의 예상은 그다지 좋지 않습니다.
Davidson, this small little school about 20 miles outside of Charlotte. Oh, right over the 7-foot powers of Maryland. What a shot. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness.
경기는 예상대로 흘러가고 데이비스는 무기력하게 떨어지죠.
Turnover for Davidson. Curry knocked away. Sloppy pass. They're falling apart. And the Maryland Terrapins will advance.
하지만 포기하지 않습니다.
So, after that game, we immediately thrust ourselves into a mindset of we can't let this slip through our hands again.
그러나 다음 시즌도 벽에 부딪혔고
Davidson trying to upset the #1 team in the country.
Bob McKillop said his team will run with North Carolina. Ellington. Oh! And Carolina is going to survive Davidson College.
1점 차로 뒤지는 상황.
3.9 seconds for Davidson to try to run it.
커리가 공을 잡습니다.
It's going to be Curry. Bill's all over him and the
We were going home for Christmas with a 4-6 record. Everyone felt like we had failed the mission, and it just looked like our season could go south.
변화가 필요한 팀, 휴일을 보내고 그들이 돌아왔을 때 기죽어 있는 커리의 모습을 보고 맥킬롭 코치는 처음으로 화를 냅니다.
And he just goes off and just tears into Steph for a couple minutes. How Steph wasn't living up to his responsibilities and how he wasn't getting it done.
You can call it reprimanding, you can call it being direct, you can call it motivating.
맥킬롭은 커리의 경기력이 안 좋거나 신체적인 한계에 달해도 한 번도 그를 비난하지 않았습니다. 하지만 이렇게 정신적으로 힘들어하고 패배자의 모습을 보이자 불같이 화를 냈죠.
We know we're not the most athletic, we're not the most talented, the tallest, the fastest, but if we can play like a team in unison, we can compete with anybody in the country.
맥킬롭은 말합니다. 천재적인 신체를 가진 선수도 인간인 이상 한계에 부딪힌다. 그렇다면 그들이 다음 단계로 넘어가기 위해 필요한 것은 바로 팀이다. 고전하는 워리어스.
James sees an opening, drives inside of the block. Alley-oop to James.
And this will be just another in a series of disappointing losses for the Warriors.
Golden State has lost 8 out of 10 games. Golden State is reeling. Golden State is cratering right before your very eyes.
그리고 최악의 상황이 일어납니다.
Playing good defense on Tatum, knocked it away. It's Smart that got on the deck though. Tatum forgot the ball. It's a 3-on-1. And Steph was involved in that initial collision. And he's trying to work out a few things.
Steph Curry's actually hobbled.
Oh wow, yep.
교체되는 커리.
In that moment, it felt like, did we just squander the season?
데이비슨이 달라집니다. 나의 성공이 아닌 팀의 승리를 바라보며 한 마음으로 움직이자.
Wilson Richards, good pass inside in the bucket and a foul.
믿지 못할 결과가 나타납니다.
The Davidson Wildcats, they've won 22 straight. They're heading to the NCAA tournament.
다시 토너먼트에 진출한 데이비슨 대학.
When we got on the bus and drove up to Raleigh, all my senses went through the roof. I can still picture the arena. Just the sights and the sounds. I was nervous for sure.
한 번 놓쳤던 승리였기 때문에 더욱 간절했습니다.
Davidson College last year got knocked out by Maryland in the first round, but this season riding a 22-game win streak, longest in the nation.
하지만 토너먼트 진출팀은 만만치 않습니다.
That's a three by Stephen Gray.
Where he gets caught, Gray gets another open look.
And he's now knocked down two from behind the arc.
재빨리 커리가 점수를 따라가지만
Gray still hasn't missed. He's 5 for 5. A 13-2 run by Gonzaga.
상대 팀의 실력이 보통이 아닙니다.
Davidson's starting to panic a little bit, Jim.
하지만
Curry with the steal, taken on Bolden and one.
데이비스는 그들의 생각보다 강했고
Curry right back with the three. There's room. Curry again. This kid's amazing. Curry 3 away from tying it. Here it is. We're all tied in Raleigh. A 17-6 run. He has lightened it up. Seconds remaining, game tie.
천군 같은 오펜스 리바운드를 성공하며 공이 커리에게 넘어갑니다.
And Lovedale keeps it for him. Curry! Oh, are you kidding me? And he points over to his parents. In the arms of Curry. America had heard about him, and now we know about him. A star on the NCAA tournament stage. Stephen Curry leads Davidson into the second round.
I remember thinking, what the heck is going on? Like, what are you doing? How are you doing this? And like, almost like, why are you doing this? And is this real?
커리는 과거를 돌이켜보면 이때가 가장 행복했다고 말합니다.
Come on, Foster.
Feel you, bro. I used to get picked on all the time.
NBA에 진출한 후에도 팀을 응원하는 커리.
Had a pretty good player on that team too. What's he doing now, that kid? I haven't heard from him in years. Steph, we know you're watching.
그리고 화면 구석에 대한민국 이현중 선수도 보이죠.
What was your thought when Lovedale got the rebound against
Dude,
Gonzaga?
it was freaking like a song started playing, and it was like a melody. Because my first thought was like passing the ball, and then I saw he had no hesitation.
Probably the biggest play in Davidson
1000%.
history, the offensive rebound.
1000%.
2차전이 열립니다. 그런데 상대의 기세가 보통이 아닙니다.
That was halfway down. Oh, Ewing drives for the dunk and one. Georgetown shooting over 70% and they hit again. And this lead now is ballooned to 17.
기세에서 밀린 데이비슨. 하지만
I just remember the moment, down 17 points. We come to the bench, and coach is in the huddle, and he's smiling. And it was like, what's going on here? Is there something that we're missing?
It was surprising. Coach was saying, we're fine. We did this against Gonzaga. We've been here before.
주눅들지 않는 맥킬롭. 네, 우린 이것보다 어려운 상황을 여러 번 겪었고 매번 이겨냈습니다.
Tipped out to Richards. Boyas though got 3 men back. And one. It could be the 4-point play.
신체적으로는 약해도 정신적으로 강한 데이비스는 기세를 탔고 상대는 실수를 연발합니다.
Lovedale makes it a 2-point game. What a nifty move. Here's Curry. Oh my goodness. Another three. The two in the Midwest is in serious jeopardy after losing a 17-point second half lead.
And you do see the North Carolina fans now getting into the action.
And they're rooting for this upstart mid-major of Davidson out of the Charlotte area.
그리고 마침내
It's a 4-point game with 9 seconds. Wallace. Shot up, Sapp. No. And talk about David and Goliath. I submit to you, Davidson College to the Sweet 16.
16강에 진출합니다. 그리고 이 기적같은 시골팀의 성공은 언론의 큰 관심을 받습니다.
This isn't supposed to happen. Davidson's not supposed to be Georgetown.
Davidson's not supposed to be Georgetown, down 17 in the second half.
Stephen Curry looks like a little kid, but he has got the game of a grown man. Get familiar.
Stephen Curry. I mean, this is unbelievable. You're down 17 in the NCAA tournament. The kid played with ice water in his veins.
커리는 언제나 언더독이었습니다.
This is the easiest pick in the world for me. It's got to be the Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix is the best team in the NBA.
Yeah.
I think the Suns are the best team in the NBA. 1,000%.
The Golden State Warriors are much more about the sum of their parts, and they haven't been on the court at all together. They're three-star players.
파이널 우승이 목표이지만 갈 길이 험난해 보입니다.
I love you more. I'm so excited.
Me too.
Have a great game. I'll be watching Renee and playing for you.
Thank you, baby. And you know it?
Oh, hey.
What's up?
Have fun out there.
I will.
맥켈로 코치는 팀과 경기장 위에서 즐기라고 말했죠.
As we left for Detroit to go to the Sweet 16, the streets of Davidson were lined with people as if it was a 4th of July parade.
그러면 팬들이 그 모습을 보고 우리를 응원할 것이고 이것이 큰 힘이 될 거라고 말했습니다.
So we were driving back from shoot around before the game, and I got a phone call. It was some Nike executives, and they said, we just got a call from LeBron. He wants to come to your Sweet 16 game against Wisconsin tonight. Can he get 8 tickets? And my first thought was, you got to be kidding me.
NBA 최고의 스타가 데이비슨의 경기를 보러 온다. 끝이 아닙니다.
But also, we didn't know that the Davidson Board of Trustees was going to sponsor busloads of our students to come to Detroit. So we had a huge contingency of fans show up, and it was a scene.
한 경기와 같은 엄청난 응원이 펼쳐지고
Curry, 4 to shoot. He's got a fire and does. And hits! That's another 3. Richards, he's got Curry on the wing. He's going to spot up. There he goes. And rips it. Folks, we got a star in the Motor City.
데이비스는 최고의 경기력을 보여주죠. 그리고 승리를 거머쥐는 데이비슨. 개인적으로 NBA가 있는데 왜 대학 농구가 인기 있는지 이해가 가지 않았지만 다큐를 보는 이 순간
As a Davidson sports fan, that game almost rejiggered my expectations. It was no longer what a thrill, and in some ways what a surprise it was. Are they the best team in the country?
프로 세계에서는 느낄 수 없는 청춘의 로망이 느껴졌습니다. 8강전이 열립니다. 그리고 대학리그 최고의 팀끼리 모인 것에 걸맞게 엄청난 공방이 끝까지 이어집니다.
Arthur, Wheeling, Jayhawks, a minute away from the Final Four. Curry lets it go, and buries it! 59 to 57, and with 16.8 to go, Davidson with life. Here's Curry. He may not give this up.
Against a team like Kansas, there was another level that we got to. We put ourselves in a position to win the game, all the way down to the last possession.
Frees himself, Curry!
We had done everything possible. We did everything right. We had them. And for everyone in the arena, it was a moment that time had stopped. And as the buzzer went off, I see the coach of Kansas, Bill Self, on the other sideline, falling to his knees with his hands in his face as the shot missed.
Pumps, kicks it out, Richards! And it's over! Kansas holds on!
We had emptied our tank, and everyone felt the pain that individually Jason felt.
몇 년이 지난 지금도 제이슨은 그때를 회상하며 눈물을 흘립니다.
But
It wasn't so much about we're not going to the Final Four. It was we're never going to play again together because Thomas, myself, and Boris were graduating. So it was kind of like the end of an era.
프로와 다르게 시간이 지나면 동료가 떠나는 대학 리그. 누군가에게 한때의 추억으로 남을지 모르는 순간이지만
Jay Rich and Thomas and Max and Boris all meant to like me and my confidence as a player, and like you don't do anything in this life by yourself, and you know like the confidence of the group is your superpower, and those four guys unlocked that for me.
동료들의 어깨를 밟고 가만히 올랐던 커리는 저 너머 다른 것이 보였죠.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming today. After a lot of discussion with my parents, Coach McKillop, and my teammates, I've decided to forego my senior year and enter the NBA draft this year.
4학년을 포기하고 드래프트에 참가하는 커리. 진심으로 감사의 인사를 전합니다.
The last 3 years have been some of the most enjoyable times of my life, both on and off the court, and I'll always cherish my time here at Davidson. I want to thank Coach McKillop and our coaching staff for just giving me a chance to do well.
그리고 커리는 골든 스테이트의 선택을 받고
The Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
큰 주목을 받지 못하며 데뷔합니다.
And there's just a sense that he's not a big-time athlete on the basketball floor. So it's going to be interesting to see where he pans out.
그렇게 언더독의 전설이 시작됩니다. 오늘 소개해드린 작품은 애플TV+ 다큐멘터리 스테판 커리 전설이 된 언더독입니다. 오늘 다큐 이후 실제 농구 내용을 조금만 말씀해드리면 커리는 NBA 데뷔 후 뛰어난 성적을 내지 못하고 자주 부상을 당합니다.
Same angle. Oh, look at that. Holy mackerel. Over and over and over again.
Curry underwent surgery on his right ankle. He will miss 3 to 4 months.
하지만 포기하지 않고 꾸준히 발목을 단련하며 점점 몸이 올라왔고 최고의 파트너 듀란트를 만나자 환상적인 시즌이 펼쳐집니다.
Curry splits the defense behind the back. Fires a three. It's good. And the dream season is complete. The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions. Their first title in 40 years. There it is. The Warriors are NBA champions again. There's a new dynasty in the NBA.
그리고 22년 커리는 또 한 번의 우승 반지를 끼게 됩니다. 힘든 시즌이었지만 커리는 삶을 돌아보면 이런 것쯤은 매번 이겨내는 삶을 살아왔습니다. 여러분은 어떤 내일을 맞이하고 싶나요? 여러분이 맞이할 내일이 궁금하다면 지금 이 순간 오늘의 여러분을 돌아보면 알 수 있을 겁니다. 지나간 힘든 일은 잊어버리고 당장 해결할 수 없는 고민은 하지 말고 오직 내일을 위한 준비를 하며 오늘을 참고 견뎌낸다면 여러분의 내일은 오늘보다 좋지 않을까요?
Top 2, wing 3. Top 2, wing 3.
When you need anything, you can ring me. They take me out. You know you got the big growing up. Didn't have many friends, mom. So once I got it, you close.
3.
The home that I built.
Yeah!
The family I chose. You took me down roads I was too scared to roam.